South African refugees that are coming to the United States next week. Can you talk about what these refugees are fleeing and why this is a priority for the administration?
Well, the president has actually signed an executive order on that matter. My office can get it back to you, Michael. But this group in South Africa has faced racial persecution. In fact, the government there has vowed to take away their farmland that they own. And so the president has talked significantly about this. As for further details on refugee claims and asylum claims, I would defer you to the State Department.
In my opinion, the president of the United States is a racist. Oh, and don't forget, white South Africans, come on down.
Crazy. Donald Trump is giving white South Africans, I don't even like saying white Africans because there's no such thing as a white African, by the way. Genetically, there isn't. It's just Dutch people that overstayed their welcome. The fact that you guys call yourself African is just so divisive and evil. You already took a bunch of land, diamonds, you took that, and then you take their ethnicity too. Like, I'm gonna be African too, you know? Geez, Africans can't have. I've even been confronted by white Africans who say that they're more African than I am because I was born in America. I'm not African than you. I said, no, you're not. You don't even like black South Africans. So you're not more African than me because genetically it would disprove all that bull. But he's giving South Africans asylum in America. I think these white South Africans, they're like, it's about 8,000 of them coming to America because of racism. They said because of racism. I'm like, from whom? Racism from whom? Your own people? I don't know. Were you looking in the mirror and calling yourself a name? I don't know. Because it's definitely not the black South Africans. Racism?
I'm going down. There is no more guessing about how Donald Trump feels about black people as if his past, his checkered past wasn't enough. What he is doing currently, from banning history or stripping down DEI, he has fired so many prominent black people under the auspices of DEI, including a librarian, saying that basically that they didn't like their choice of children's books. The Library of Congress doesn't even deal with children's books. He fired a general and replaced him with a white general that was so inexperienced and so incompetent that he had to fill out a waiver. So this notion that it is just about meritocracy, it's about people that earn these jobs and need them, is out of the window. He has fired virtually from generals to long-standing people who have had long-standing positions under the auspices of DEI and often replaced them with people. We saw he replaced a 4-star general with Pete Hegseth. And the reason that Pete Hegseth doesn't wear a uniform as the Secretary of State because his uniform wouldn't have the rank enough where people would laugh at him. So it is clear Donald Trump has an agenda to remove black people. And I say any black person who still supports it after that, after knowing what's going on, and after knowing what he does, like they say, all skin folk and kin folk. It's clear, it's not even a debatable what he feels about black people. His latest move, he is deporting black and brown people who are experiencing racism, experiencing treason, experiencing terrorism, and sending them out. He's deporting them. He's deporting black and brown people and importing white South Africans. That tells you everything you need to know. Now, South Africans don't need to be imported. There's no special dispensation. They don't need a special dispensation. They can, generally, if you're white, you're white guy from a country, it's a lot easier for you to get here. But to say that they're escaping persecution in South Africa, who just got rid of apartheid 30 years ago. As a matter of fact, Mandela was on the terrorist watch list in America up until 2008. So some of these people are so young, they still are old enough that they still were around when apartheid was existing. Apartheid existed from the turn of the century up until about 30 years ago. And what they're experiencing now is reconciliation, people getting land back that was taken from them. But they do, here's the thing that galls me. So many places all over the world where things haven't substantially changed for people. White people still virtually hold the power they used to, the wealth they used to, the education they used to. But how is it they feel that they've been put upon? How is it they feel they've been discriminated against? What can they do or could they not do that they used to always do before? And the only thing, since it's not their educational since it's not their access to capital, since it's not their places in the judiciary or the government or business. What are they getting, or what is being taken away from them that they're so despondent about? They virtually hold the same amount of wealth and power as they always have, proportionately. Always. The only thing they can't do that they used to be able to do is use racial slurs. That's it. They want to be able to say that if I want to be able to call people, as evidenced by a woman calling a 5-year-old a mentally incapacitated kid a racist slur and receiving almost $1 million for it. So this is what they want to do. It's not that they're being discriminated. They're not hunting them down. They're not taking things from them and they're violently accosting them. What they're doing is saying, you took that land from us, we took it back. But the only thing that white people in this country want that they are not able to do is say the N-word. And I tell you what, here's the thing. We can switch. You can say the N-word all you want, and we'll get all the power you have. That'll be a fair switch. You get to say nigga, and I get to be uber wealthy. That's a little note from the GED Second Guest Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the L Hughley Show.